feel. Make it real. Smash your ass. The vote is cast. Robot roulette. Robot roulette. Robot roulette. Robot roulette.
I guess we should start by telling people how this all came about.
So you were experimenting with AI prompts, and you had been inserting things into AI.
I had been messing with AI song generators for maybe a year prior, and I wasn't ready to accept them as contenders for doing anything that I would make sort of my main content. I was just doing goofy stuff with them. Like
Fun.
I started
Experiment.
Yeah. I started with
It's like a photo filter. Like you're having fun.
Yeah, you're just having fun. Like I started with Udio and just doing stupid things. Like I have to find this thing real quick that I basically sent to you, I think.
Phil McGovern has an enormous hog. He never puts it away.
Right?
Phil McGovern has an enormous hog.
I like it.
He needs to put it away.
And back then, you could only create like 30 seconds, and it had to be completely generated. You couldn't do covers or anything. And I think that was the first thing I ever generated because I was just using it as a funny, like a stupid thing, right? So I made
a comment on my dick always being out.
Well, yeah. Which of course isn't true, which is what makes it funny.
Also, the enormous part, not true.
No.
Right.
I know that. Firsthand. So,
do you?
No.
Oh.
I kept doing that, and I was just experimenting with stuff, but I was trying to keep it light. Because you could only do like 30 seconds, and so I figured, if it's only 30 seconds, then I have to do the whole, the whole idea can't exceed 30 seconds.
Right.
Like I can't bring it a song idea and go, I want to work on this with you. I can just sort of use it as comedic sort of stuff. And
or
so,
like a template for a demo or something.
Right, something. Because it's just funny to me when you no-sell absurdity, So, like, for instance, this is one of my favorites.
Walk behind me when I fart. You'll peel like the paint. Your heart will stop. You may feel faint. How can I show that I love you if you don't walk behind me when I fall?
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, stuff like that. So, because I was just screwing around, right?
Beautiful.
It's like you want to make the robot say terrible things, right? It's just sort of what we do, and you're seeing it with AI image generation and video generation.
It's repurposing too, so it's like a meme. It's like anything. You're just taking an existing IP or existing
or just writing a joke.
Writing a joke,
and the premise is that it's this. I mean, obviously, this isn't the only thing that you can do with it. This is what I found funny: is taking an absurd lyric and making it, and having it do it straight. I made one for my friend Johan.
Johan has an enormous hog. He always has it out.
And I don't know why it picked Kansas or whatever, or Sticks. So my day job is rare media preservation, and one of the things that I've been doing is I've been doing a weekly show called Is This Anything, where me and an audience, we look through VHS tapes for the media needing preservation. It's stuff that people are going to throw out because there's a lot of like old commercials and maybe there's a home movie that somebody's forgotten about. And you just want to sort of fast forward through these things, you know, and I mean, if it's just a couple movies and there's nothing on there, we can throw it away. But occasionally we find something. And because it's sort of a loose, sort of casual show, we end up getting off on tangents and doing stupid jokes and whatnot. And occasionally I will, something will inspire me to go and do a stupid, AI song, and it's sort of that's where the meme potential comes in. Like we ran across a 90s America Online commercial one time where it's David Cross.
Yep.
And he's logging on to AOL, but he's wearing a monkey glove. And so it's shot in a way where you don't understand why you just see a close-up of a guy's hand on a mouse, or a close-up of a monkey's hand on a mouse, and then it cuts out at the end, and David Cross holds up the monkey glove, and he goes, "Wow, that would have been even easier without the monkey glove." And I'm like, "What?" Right? So I immediately jumped over to Udio and made this.
Yeah.
Monkey glove, let me put on your monkey glove. Monkey glove, baby, let me put on your monkey glove. It's so big and hairy, I want some monkey glove. Monkey gloving, yeah. Give me some of that monkey glove, yeah. Give me some of that monkey glove, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not that I made it. I wrote those words and I said, you know, make a song in the style of like anthemic, ignorant cock rock sort of thing. And it generated two of them. And the other one wasn't any good, but the second one was that. And that's when I realized that sort of just reacting to this sort of stuff would be hilarious, because when I heard that the first time, I lost my shit. and so now, and we've used it in so many contexts on that show that it's sort of become a meme in and of itself, right? And
well, even earlier I asked you, hey, could you put monkey glove to this?
Yeah, you came in and said, look up this video on YouTube.
Hong Kong action comedy.
Yeah, and put monkey glove over it, right? Yeah. So I had been playing with this for a while, and every once in a while the audience, the chat, because we do it on Twitch, the audience would then ask, or not ask, but say, we get talking about something and somebody would say that would be a great AI song or something. So I don't remember what this was about, but somebody said something about Sprite, the drink Sprite, and somebody's ass. And I just wrote this dumb lyric, like shove Sprite in your ass, yeah, shove it, or something like that.
Yep.
Just not necessarily being obnoxious for the sake of being obnoxious, but with the foreknowledge that the AI was going to play it straight, and then the comedy comes from playing it straight. And the funny thing about this is it generated something that sounds like you could put it in a Sprite ad immediately. It has sort of that 90s like rock radio vibe to it already.
Effervescent like Sprite.
Well, you tell me.
Yeah, shove Sprite in your ass. Yeah, shove it. Yeah, shove Sprite in your ass. Yeah, get it up there.
Get it up there.
Put a can in your can. Put a can in your can. Put an Uncola in your unmouth. Sprite.
Right?
That's heinous.
Yeah.
But it is effervescent.
And you know what rhymes with heinous. So and then for some reason, for some reason I don't know why.
Put a can in your can.
Yeah, just you take it's just a perfect formula. You take like lyrics that you would never do seriously, and then you give them to this thing and you tell them to do them seriously. And I don't even remember why I did this, but this is another favorite.
I want you to put a tractor trailer in my rectum. Hey, I want to hear Jake breaks when I fall.
You know.
Wow.
And then for some reason this is.
So that's got a very strong Kiss vibe.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. And you got to wonder what they, and they were already known for doing goofy shit after a show. So all of that happened, but that's all I knew how to do, right?
Yeah.
So cut to November of 2025. You wanted to bring me a song over that you were working on, and we were gonna, cause like I don't think I'm a creator primarily when it comes to that stuff. As more I'm good at, you bring me something and I go, why don't we try this?
Yeah.
Okay. So more of a producer role, but I don't always get it right either. But we decided to go out to dinner first, get a beer, and catch up a little bit. And to this day, we have never worked on that song because we got talking, because something happened around that time that all of a sudden on YouTube, there were tons of AI covers in different genres of popular songs. Like, there's a bunch that are like that I don't get into so much, like Snoop Dogg as 60s Motown or something like that. But I really love the 80s British band Level 42.
Yeah.
And somebody did like a 2000, like a Breaking Benjamin style cover of Something About You, which is a killer track to begin with. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was so good that I was like...
Oh, it was single ready. Like I remember you sent me
it was radio ready.
Radio
Absolutely
ready, yeah.
Radio ready. You could have put it on a
or Spotify ready.
Yeah,
or whatever.
But you could have...
Playlist
like,
ready.
I'm old, so I think in terms of on the radio. And you could have put this on a rock station and just knew from whatever, and it would have held up. So I just sent you that a couple days prior, and we were talking about it over dinner. And I was like, I had done some stuff with Udio back in the day, with Monkey Glove and this other stuff that we listened to just now. And I was like, but I have no idea how they're doing the AI covers, because I thought there was a trick to it, because I wasn't aware of any functionality in these AI music things where you could just upload a song and make a cover. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, man, I wish I knew how to do that. So we get done with dinner, we drive back here, and I'm getting set up to work on this song that you've brought. And you say, do you mind if I go downstairs and just chat with my other half for a couple of minutes? And I said, yeah. So you went downstairs, and I had like 15 minutes to myself up here. And I did something that I probably should have done previously, was I just Googled, how is everybody making these AI covers? Mm-hmm. And it turns out that just recently Suno had added this functionality where you can literally upload a song and do literally there's a cover function. And I was like, oh, well, maybe that's how they're doing it. So like I grab like a Rush song or something out of my music library, and I upload it to see what it'll do. And it'll say, well, this is copyrighted. You can't use this. And, I'm not going to go into the tricks that they're doing to use. I understand how it works now because I've done the research. But I said, okay, well, in that case, I'll grab one of Phil's songs and I'll make a stupid cover of it. And when he comes back upstairs after he's done on the phone, I'll just make him laugh in the same way as shove a Sprite in your ass, right?
Right.
And the covers that it made immediately were so good that there was no making you laugh. It was just, hey, I figured this out. Check out how awesome this is. And instead of working on that song, we ended up spending 3 hours just feeding songs into it to see what it would do.
Yeah.
And it was just like you said, watching Kill Bill or whatever for the first time. It was just entertaining.
Pop fun.
Yeah, it was just pop fun. And at one point, you turned to me and you said,
"Oh, this should be a podcast."
Yeah, this would make a great podcast.
Yeah.
And at that moment, the hamster wheel in my head started going 1,000 miles an hour, right? And then
the hamster in my ass started burrowing.
Oh, okay. All right. So we thought, this combines a bunch of different stuff. This combines a bunch of different stuff that we have been enjoying for a while. As AI covers technology as it applies to music and production, reaction videos. And also, there's all these songs that we have that we're going to be working on Robot Roulette are, they didn't have a chance because of the way things are and how YouTube culture is. And
it was a different, so this is doing something amazing, which I have always been confident as a songwriter, because I'm just right. So the actual music is always to a fault, because I've had issues, obviously, collaborating with other musicians. It's sometimes. Like I collaborate with you, but when there's a deficiency in a music scene and you're playing with people who they want their name on something. They want to be part of something because they have so few opportunities. So when you say, "Oh, well, I'm going to go a different direction with this song," or "I want you to do this specific thing on this song," it doesn't.
Because we're also looking for something to tie our identities to.
Yes,
that's why we write songs in the first place.
So I would butt heads, but I think that I've always been a fan of the music because, again, to a fault, I've written it for myself.
Yeah.
Always, 100%.
Yep.
Call it selfish or whatever, but it's like if I'm not, like I want to do something, I'm, and especially the Smothered and Argyle period, like yes, you do hear a bit of Death Cab, particularly with my vocals, which I'm not a fan of. But just I'm saying specifically the music, you hear a bit of Death Cab, bit of Interpol, bit of Dismemberment Plan,
right?
A bit of I'm a Robot, like a bit of these, a touch of Mars Volta here or there. A little bit of Brian Eno creeping in there occasionally.
Sure, yeah.
A lot
of atmosphere,
little vignettes, that kind of stuff. And I genuinely hear that now, and I'm like, I'm proud of this. If my one regret is just not, and I've mentioned this before, maybe even on the podcast. Because is this the first episode?
Yes, we're recording. We're recording a couple things out of sequence right now.
So
you will hear that someday.
Yeah, and I probably make many references to my anus in future episodes as well, which I apologize to listeners and you.
Yeah, everybody buckle in.
What long way around saying that what this AI is doing is it's taking something, and it's like, oh. Wow, even with just a different singer,
right?
A different perspective on the music. Like a good, you could argue that a good song played on acoustic guitar or played with an ensemble,
right?
It's a good song, right?
Right.
And now there's certain, like I get stuck in the rabbit hole of studio atmosphere and like aesthetics, where I'm preoccupied with aesthetics and having something be like a little lo-fi or sounding atmospheric, or having just a warmth, but like a warm, overdriven.
But it's also, I don't want to say defense mechanism it's the wrong phrase, but I think you are also very quick to understand and maybe accept that you can't make something sound like it cost $25 million to produce at Abbey Road Studios.
Right.
So you intentionally bring it back more than it is already lo-fi, and make it a feature, not a bug, basically.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
But
but I like with the AI. I don't mean to interrupt you. But just I love hearing this stuff with just it's almost like just completely new ears,
right?
And it just it's like, because I remember playing specifically Death at Cafmo, like that was always a highlight of the show because it's got some odd time signatures. I remember I could actually sing it, which I absolutely could not right now because I'm out of practice. But with that, you know, the on the one and of and the alternating vocals and guitar in the verse,
it's
tough. It was fun, and that was always a highlight. Like I still remember performing that.
And I don't think this podcast is going to take a heavy partisan ideological stand on AI. I'm not particularly bullish or bearish.
Hey, Michelle.
No,
what do you think of AI?
Not that kind of partisan.
I like it, Barack.
Okay. Not that kind of partisan. What I mean is
AI is
that's You're gonna be the end of me, I swear. What I mean is that I'm not particularly bullish or bearish on AI.
I'm a little squeamish.
Yeah, maybe, but I would like to explore the potential, and not because, like, when you get on social media and whatnot, everybody is always looking to define you by extremes. You talk about AI, and it's like, oh, you want musicians or programmers to lose their jobs, or no.
Extremes, exactly.
Yeah,
black and white, just...
It's all black and white. Everybody on the internet has borderline personality disorder.
Well, like that movie that came out last summer, Late Night with the Devil. Mm-hmm. Really, really cool take on the found footage genre, basically.
Okay.
Very fun, especially in theaters with an audience.
Mm-hmm.
But then after the fact, it came out that some of the inserts were definitely or possibly AI generated.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not on Twitter, and I'm not on message boards. I'm not on or X. What is X
whatever,
now?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not. But all the vitriol still got to me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, fuck that movie.
Yeah.
It's like, but did you like the movie?
We're gonna see. We're not gonna know what this really is all about until it's over. You know, like everybody, once digital synths came out at the end of the 80s or into the 90s, the Korg wave stations and whatnot, people were all like, oh, analog synths are over. That was just a fad. They're not very good. And then what's everything now? Everything is analog synths again.
Or sequencing.
Yeah,
like
or sequencing, or sampling, or drum machines.
Yeah.
There is, and I don't know if it's apocryphal or fake or anything, but there's purportedly an article that I want to say John Philip Sousa wrote when the phonograph came out. And if you read it, even the words he's using, it might as well be about AI.
That's interesting.
So you kind of got to take an even keel and look at these things after they have time to do what they do. But like I'm not going to start producing original music with AI, like without writing stuff. Mm-hmm. For instance, what I found in the pre-production that we've been doing for Robot Roulette is I have found that AI democratizes the privilege of having a producer. Like a lot of times these bands that are popular, they write some of the stuff and it's all right. And then when they get into but you haven't heard it until it gets into the studio and they work with a producer. The producer is able to say, why don't we try this? Why don't we try that? And producers sometimes will end up rewriting songs.
That's true.
Because here's a germ of an idea, but it's not going to hit unless we do it this way. And
our selection of producers in this area traditionally, like human producers, traditionally has been god awful.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's still, arguably is. I'm not the biggest fan of the local music scene. There are a few artists that I really like. Mm-hmm. There are no producers that I like because the way I'm looking at it too is I love the idea of having two separate products.
Right.
The live version.
Right.
And the album version.
Right.
And honestly, for me, like it's not so much that the idea of having something kind of lo-fi and cool and weird on the album, mm-hmm. and then it just expands in the live setting. I think that's a great thing, and it's something that AI can't create, which is the human communal experience.
Right.
It's like, wow, those versions of the songs were really cool. Right. They really popped. It was awesome to hear live.
Right. And I remember, like you were saying, in the mid-'90s, I knew a couple people around here who paid money to one of these local studios.
Yeah.
And they play me the quote unquote album that they got done on like a cassette tape. And there's like no frequencies above 4K, and everything's just drenched in some, Digitech reverb.
Yeah.
And it's like, how much did you pay for that? It was like $1,000. I was like, Jesus Christ! You could have, I could have done that on a 4-track and made it sound that bad.
Yeah.
And
in 1 minute more, that we did that. We started in a studio,
right?
And we're like, fuck this, we're going to record the guitars in my apartment,
right?
In the middle of nowhere in Vestal.
As good or better,
certainly better than the drums.
Yeah,
which is kind of, I think that was all we had left. Mm-hmm. From the studio sessions.
And what happens is after the internet and YouTube and DAWs and all this stuff come out is that you have the ability to do it yourself and the ability to do it better sometimes.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's missing is a producer's ability to say, why don't we try it this way?
Yeah.
Or why don't we try that? And that's what I love about the AI cover thing.
Well, you look at to your point about producers shaping is something like Nevermind Butch Vig versus In Utero Steve Albini.
Right.
They sound like, and I'll admit it, like
it's
the
still
mix
Nirvana,
of
but it's
Kurt Cobain's vocals on Nevermind.
Right.
Love it.
Insane.
Mm-hmm. And then I like In Utero less because at the time, like I've come around on it.
Right.
But by comparison at the time, I'm like, this is like there's definitely some cool stuff, and I appreciate the rawness of it. And if I'm in a mood for it, fine.
Yeah.
But there's never mind just that huge, beautiful, layered Boston-esque kind of, or like speaking of like Boston-esque, like a Siamese Dream.
Yes.
Like something like that.
Yep.
Like that mix, like you want to talk about, fine, it's like mid-rangey or whatever.
But it also shows you how much power a producer has because, Kurt Cobain ended up not being able to live with the fact that his music was seen as a commercial product, and part of the way you get to a commercial product that succeeds the way Nevermind did is a producer says, why don't we try it this way? It's gonna it's gonna sell more copies. So with all that stuff in mind, I'm and not being young.
Sorry to interrupt, but I do want to say that if anything, the album that I revisit the most now is kind of more in line with, as I get older, getting into lo-fi stuff like Ariel Pink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is Incesticide. Like I think every song's great. It's got that kind of punk spirit, but you got some cool grooves and good melodies.
Right.
And it's just very I love it. It's just a very, very eclectic, gritty, small sounding album. It's like it's not.
But a producer can make all the difference. And again, part of this is not serious. It's the fun of, what would happen if a song that you wrote that sort of sounds like the Postal Service, was outlaw country or opera or Enya or something like that.
Yes.
So what we wanted to do here is take one of the songs that we played with as an example on that first night, and we only ended up making like one. Well, when I say make one cover, those of you who have messed with Suno or Udio know that most of the time when you create something, it gives you two versions. So in a sense, we prompted it once, and then we moved on to some other things for the purpose of just the first sort of exploration of what it could do. But it produced two versions. So we'll listen to those first, and then we'll do the actual roulette wheel to do other covers. But first, we need to hear the original. Or the listeners need to hear the original.
But I don't know where the title comes from.
I was going to ask you. I've known you for a long time, and I'm not sure I've ever asked you, who the fuck is Cafmo?
I don't remember.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we're going to have to make up some more.
Is it an anagram or something?
For...
Afma?
Mofac.
I can't spell. Wait, what is Afma?
Off mock, or I don't know. All right. So, is there anything you can tell us about about Death of Cafmo before we listen to it?
Amfak.
Amfak.
Right, Cafmo.
Something like that.
Amfak. That sounds a little German.
Yeah. Okay.
Amfak.
Was it about a German girl?
Oh fuck! It was. No.
Why don't you tell me about a little bit about Death of Cafmo?
I do think I was listening to Emergency and I.
Dismemberment. I get that. Sure.
Plan, dismemberment plans. You know, I don't even know how. Like a lot of off time.
Yeah,
jangly, noisy pop.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does have a dismemberment
plan vibe. But vocally, and I guess I was heading towards this point earlier, but I really like all the music, like genuinely, because at the time that I was writing it, it was, again, kind of an audience of one for me. Like, am I happy with this? Is this fun to play?
Right.
Without exception, the stuff that we did play musically, like, was always fun to play. Like, I have a very good. What I don't have fond memories of singing. And that was always kind of like, all right, so I'm no longer writing for me, I'm writing to get a particular perception from an audience. So I'm pandering to an audience because I don't want to sing.
Right.
I'm not comfortable writing lyrics. Like one of our friends, a prolific, amazing musician, but separate of that, one of the great, I mean, his ability not only to improvise vocals and melody, but to pull out, I don't know how many notebooks he has filled with these brilliant lyrics, and just inserting them and just really just amazing.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to do that.
Yeah. And nobody knows who he is either. It's a symptom of this area. Being very much sort of like, if I can't get famous, neither can you.
Yeah.
Or not even famous, but just successful. Or
incredible musician.
Check out my friend who does this cool stuff. Maybe you'll think it's cool too.
Incredible writer.
Yeah.
So vocally, that's something that I always wish that I could do, but I was never a singer. And I was just kind of put in that position. And I've said it before. I think it would have been really cool to just have an instrumental band.
Yeah.
But so my only complaint with this really is that the lyrics are questionable and my singing is questionable. But had it been...
this is such a good song.
Well, thanks.
Though, yeah.
I like the chorus. So some of the choruses I do like, but 100% across the board, having a different vocalist with that kind of, like I mentioned, Interpol. So like that Paul Banks, detached, like... Hey, little girl.
Right.
That kind of thing, which if I had, I think that's what was always missing with me is to just lean into an affectation that's fun versus being heartfelt and being open and honest.
And it's hard to explain when you make music around here or or made music around here.
But it could, sorry to interrupt, but it could be like an actor looking at their performance, and it might be a great performance, but they just can't watch it. So it might be a little bit of that where it's like, but I don't think it's that. I genuinely
it's also
don't
a matter
think
of,
they're great.
Yeah, and the other thing I like about the AI thing is it sort of polishes the idea to make it. You have to start with a good idea, but it polishes the idea to where it meets the expectations of a random person somewhere else. I always thought that it was difficult explaining music that is made here to people elsewhere, because the music is not only a documentation of the idea and the feelings behind it. Mm-hmm. It's also, for better or for worse, it's a documentation of the limitations that you have in an area like this. Neither of us are particularly good singers. And I'm saying that not to criticize you, but to echo.
I agree. But you're a much better singer than I am.
Yeah. But still, I would rather be able to sound like a Kurt Cobain or even
it's personality.
That's a Bono, a Vessel, but
it's personality over technique.
But working within my limitations, I have to come up with something that somebody else might like, but it is still, me doing what I can do with what I've got. But it's hard to explain to everyone, well, there aren't any good singers around here that I can work with, so I had to sing this myself, so it's kind of iffy. And there's no good studios around here to work on, so I recorded this in my house. And I don't have the money for a good-sounding drum room, so I had to think of a drum part and sequence it with a product that was recorded in some $billion studio in Sweden or something like that. So the idea is there, and I think the idea, and one thing that we've found out in pre-production is a lot of these songs are decent, even maybe better than we thought they were, once you hear them through that lens of the production that everyone expects.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So
that's the thing too with expectation and limitations. It's also the scope of taste in the area. So Spotify did not exist in 2006, 2007, early 2000s
when this was
and
recorded.
So if you did have people who would go to shows and but it's not like it is now. Like you can listen to a Russian band on Bandcamp and order their vinyl, right?
Right.
So unless you, I do remember, particularly with this Mother and Argyle stuff, it was kind of trying to get some people even interested to perform it. Sometimes it was kind of what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What are these vignettes on the album?
Yeah.
What are you asking us to do? Why is this time signature like this?
They couldn't see the big picture.
Yeah.
They couldn't see if it doesn't matter if this doesn't make immediate sense that it's the same as a Britney Spears song, Justin Timberlake song. People are going to be blown away when they hear this because it is so weird, it is so complicated, and if you do it competently and with confidence, people will go, "Wow, what the hell did I just see?"
Yeah.
But it was also before you had Spotify, before you had all this different stuff. It was tough around here to find your tribe.
That's true.
There was so few musicians who were good enough to perform and had the time and the resources to perform, that if they were small-minded,
also who weren't drunks.
That was a
thing.
That was another thing too.
Hey, bro, let's get fucked up.
Right.
Play some Kiss.
Oh God.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, there's that guy too. All right, so let's hear the original, Death of Cafmo. I love this tune, and it's just quirky. But let's hear this from 2007, 2008-ish? Something like
2006 maybe?
2006?
I think.
All right, Death of Cafmo.
Hey little girl, the times have passed you by, dancing your way through Hollywood.
Yeah, definitely some Interpol harmonies in there.
Like I do.
Yeah, I like that.
So wide awake, dreams won't follow you.
I forgot the lyrics.
A man's on the floor,
Okay, he's supposed to be a pimp. So she's killed him. His lifeless handprints are on her throat. I do remember that. I kind of like that. So she killed her pimp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love this.
From sleep.
I love this break in here.
So this is I pulled some okay bass parts out of my ass on this album, and this is one of them.
I love how you can't tell where the one is, but you can hear the low, and you can sort of follow along.
I do like this solo. Follow us from sleep. See, that's the. If I had just done it all in a horrible British accent.
No. You have to, like. I understand you're half kidding.
You
have to know when to quit.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh, okay, my cocaine.
Well, it's almost a little bit of Richard from Psychedelic Furs.
Sure.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
I remember performing that with you for a while. I think we rehearsed for 9 months and ended up playing one show.
I'm sorry, you go to a show and somebody fucking plays that.
Yeah.
But even instrumental, that's kind of the thing, is like me doing up there, like just not, because that's the thing, like I'm not a particularly dynamic performer, even just playing guitar. I'm just kind of into it. I'm in my space. Mm-hmm. But if I have to project and like connect, which if you're a front man, I think 100% of the time, unless it's your shtick, unless your back is to the audience and you can make that work, like you need to project, you need to connect, and that's not me.
Yeah.
That being said, having somebody else even sing those lyrics and that exact melody, hence, the interesting thing with the AI, I can get on board with that. It's pretty cool.
I remember performing with you for a while, supporting this record, and I remember, and I'm okay with, I grew up listening to Rush, I grew up listening to Dream Theater, Primus, all these people who experimented with time signatures, and I'm usually okay counting something out and feeling but I remember in that interlude, I couldn't figure it out, and I eventually just had to memorize the pattern. So and I still feel it that way. I don't bother counting it because to me it's like that. It was just so cool that just all the different ways that can be interpreted is just neat to me. Yeah. So when we were playing with Suno that first night, we made, like I said before, we prompted it once, got 2 covers back. One of the versions, I don't remember which one it is, we really loved, and the other one not so much. But before we get started actually making new covers, we should review these. The prompt that I used, which was just me not knowing any better, just said, follow the melody and structure closely, but make it metalcore and heavy. We're just sort of doing that thing that we saw on YouTube at the time.
So these I have not listened to this was how many? This was November?
This was November, I think, early November, yeah. Hey, it's Mark. If you're new here, please do us a favor. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. If you're listening to the podcast, rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. We're just getting started here, and it makes a huge difference. Thanks. Now back to the show.
Hey, little girl. The times have passed you by, dancing your way through Hollywood. Live by yourself, they don't care like I do.
Those harmonies are wild.
Yeah.
So wide awake,
Huh.
dreams won't follow us from sleep. Follow us from sleep.
Yeah, here's where it loses me.
Did you break the AI?
It wanted to do that, apparently. I don't...
So this is,
This is the one that we didn't like so much.
yeah, this is interesting. 'Cause
I think
this solo is interesting. It's kind of following.
a little bit.
Very busy.
Yeah, we were just
Hands on the floor.
we were just trying to just extremify it, you know, just making it,
'Cause life is hell.
trying to make it ridiculous.
Oh, that's right. And it was the wrong lyrics on these two.
Yeah.
Faded finally. You're safe again.
Stupid.
So wide awake.
Yeah, this was so much cooler with the...
Dreams will follow us from sleep.
Yeah, going up an octave there is cool.
Yeah. And then this is...
That's pretty cool.
It's essentially reprising that interlude.
Boy, it's really taking my slides and making it a primary feature of the entire
So wide
section.
I like the clean sections,
Yeah.
though.
dreams won't follow us from sleep.
That's cool.
And
So that
then-
was the very first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm glad it gives you two because sometimes they're very different from one another.
So does it use? Because I noticed that if I remember correctly, the is it metalcore or gent or whatever the second one was?
Well, this one we asked for metalcore.
Okay.
I hadn't started asking for gent covers yet. But it's a very subtle difference with Suno between metalcore and gent. I
Does
think.
it use the preceding version to learn? Do you know what I mean? Like,
No,
is
it's
'cause
always-
it seems to get
it's-
better as it goes.
Well, I
or-
don't know. I don't know because and that's that's probably my biggest criticism with AI right now is that the technology is moving so fast that you can't know exactly what it does or why without just playing with it. And software engineers as a rule in the past 30 or 40 years have been getting exponentially worse at writing documentation. You know, and I think, you know, there's a lot of there's so many casual technology users, and everyone has an iPhone in their pocket or whatever now, and we have all these massive, huge, complicated computer programs, and
remote control vibrators.
What?
You know, like if let's say,
remote control vibrators.
yeah.
Oh,
What did you
okay.
think I said?
Maybe I had hoped,
or butt plugs,
Maybe
whatever.
I had hoped that you hadn't said anything.
Like, let's just let's just say there's you know something
Sweet
tucked
Jesus.
somewhere, and then I have this
Jesus in a
remote,
monkey suit.
and then here, actually, I'll give you the remote. You press the button.
Yeah, I would
Here,
find.
press the
no,
button.
No.
All right, I'll press the button.
Okay. Okay. All right. We need to be I don't think we can do adult content on YouTube like that, but
I didn't say anything wrong.
Well, in a way, you did.
Oh.
This whole conversation is something wrong.
Anyway, sorry, technology.
But anyway, but I understand that people are trying to make apps that you don't need documentation for. But then when you get into trying to do something more complicated, you do need documentation, and now it's lacking. I remember when I was a kid, if my dad bought a computer program or something, it would come with like a 300-page manual, and I would love pouring through it because I wanted to know how to do everything. And that is not a thing anymore, and that now you just sort of have to experiment or something.
So my impression of that first one is that so AI occasionally, or a lot of the time, can go rogue, but it seems to get more concise as it generates versions. So like that first version, even though you included the prompt. What's the exact prompt? Like
follow the melody and structure closely, but make it metalcore and heavy.
Yeah, so I would say that first version did not follow because it's revisiting if the solo comes earlier in the song.
Right.
It's revisiting it or
but also anybody who works with AI in any capacity will tell you that's a terrible prompt. You have to be much more specific, and we've developed some better prompts here.
How do you do that? Oh, you have another AI, right?
I'm leaning on some of that, but then you can also because sometimes it's better to ask an AI for a prompt for another AI because they know how they know how they talk.
Okay.
And then if there are any
is that Grok?
I was using Grok.
I don't think did you use it when we were doing Cafmo though?
No, I just typed that.
Okay.
But for instance, like I have a prompt in here that I engineered with something called Claude, and for instance, the prompt
is another AI.
Yes. And it wants more specificity. So, for instance, I have a hair metal prompt in here. Glamorous 1980s hard rock with soaring guitar solos, big hair energy, anthemic choruses, built for arenas, power ballad sensibility, crunchy rhythm. It wants all that stuff. It wants you to talk to it like that.
Anytime you read a prompt from Claude, can you read it like this?
I'd rather not.
Like Claude Rains.
It's very expensive, and I don't want to lose my access.
Oh.
So let's hear version 2 of that original evening that we did this, and this is the one that I think we liked. This is we feel that we got that it got it right for this one, right?
I think so.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And that's what I love about this.
That's
the whole
real
idea,
close to the riff
the
there.
The whole idea is there, but it's presented
Hey, little girl,
in a different, interesting way.
times have passed you by.
Wow, yeah.
Dancing your way through Hollywood. Live by yourself. They don't care who you are. Like I
Getting goosebumps a little bit.
Yeah, it really is cool. It understood the structure this time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, going up the octave, that's great.
dreams won't follow us from sleep.
That's awesome.
A man's on the floor, a feather in his cap. Why are you sad? 'Cause life is hell. Prints on your throat have faded finally. You're sick.
It's actually Prince, the sexy MF on her throat.
That's great.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Yeah, I think it just did invent this section, though.
It's cool, though.
A little bit, yeah. I do love that section in the original as written,
I would
as
have
recorded.
liked to hear it exact, but
I would love
in
to hear it
metalcore.
exact, yeah.
So wide awake, dreams won't follow us from sleep.
I do love that octave part.
that is cool. Which I love whammy pedals, so that's
Yeah.
cool. That's great. And to your point about hearing that front 242 song, it was a front 242 song, right? That was, or no, Thomas Dolby. What was the one that you?
What? Is this another episode you're talking about? Something I mentioned?
No. You mentioned it earlier. There was a cover that AI did, and it was you.
Level 42.
Level 42. Yeah. Thank you. Long way to that.
Yeah.
But that, to me, I hear it, and it's like, that's radio ready. That's playlist ready. My only
absolutely.
complaint from the perspective of the songwriter
Right.
is I'm missing that solo.
Yes.
Where if
that interlude section is so unique that the only challenge with a song like Cafmo putting it into Suno is that I want to hear that interlude exactly as written, but in different styles, and I think it's too complicated for the current gen of these tools to parse it properly, because I think so. Like, and I've known you forever, and I grew up listening to Rush, like I said, Dream Theater, Primus, and stuff like that. And I think at one time I sat down and I put this song in Logic as a joke to send a video of Logic playing it to somebody, a friend of mine who also loves this song, and properly put in all the time signature changes so that he could see how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only time I figured it out, but I don't remember now what that was. So, that's how we got here. That's how we got to this podcast. That's why we're here. That's how it happened. And I think Cafmo was one of the first things that we put in it, if not the first thing. I think it was the second thing, because I remember doing Radioactive Bathing Suit first, which we'll do at some point. But I think then you said, "Oh, I got to hear what it does to Cafmo," and now
I thought of another I guess this would be the first T-shirt idea if we're recording these episodes out of sequence.
Yeah, we
but
got to get merch.
I thought of a good T-shirt idea.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Cafmo loves AI vag.
No.
Oh.
What the fuck?
It doesn't really make any sense. But
if we get big enough, that's we can pretty much put anything on a T-shirt. In fact, we should just have a T-shirt that says anything, just the word anything in big block letters,
and Cafmo on the back.
No, just anything to prove that you can just put anything on a T-shirt if you're popular enough and people will buy it. Anyway, so are you ready to do the real show where we spin the wheel? We make it real?
Yeah. Did you put my face on the wheel or no?
No. That's that will be a future upgrade. We got to figure that out. But we're going to spin the wheel, and we're going to see what happens. Here we go.
Hey, it's Mark. If you want to know more about Robot Roulette, who we are, where you can find us on socials, how to get merch, all that stuff, head over to robotroulettepodcast.com. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also find links in the description below. Now back to the podcast.
Oh, this always makes me nervous.
Celtic.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Right out of the gate? Are you kidding me? We are recording these first few episodes out of sequence to figure out exactly what we're doing. What was it that we did when the That Day episode comes out? You are going to understand why I am trepidatious and Phil is ecstatic that it came up.
Oh, because I get to jig.
As Celtic.
Maybe.
You are going to owe me a new floor in this house after all these...
Any kitties in the vicinity?
Oh, the cats know you're here, and they have sought shelter.
Oh, probably after Michelle Obama made her appearance.
Yeah. So this is the...
I love cats!
Okay.
Michelle, shut the fuck up.
This is tonight's prompt for the Celtic. Traditional Celtic music with fiddle, tin whistle, uilian pipes, bodrahan drums, jig and reel rhythms, Irish or Scottish folk authenticity.
I don't know that word, ulian.
I don't know that word, authenticity. Acoustic guitar accompaniment, lively... We're also a little fuzzy on the definitions of pagnagluten and viscosity. Lively dance energy or haunting ballad mood, Gaelic musical traditions.
Viscosity is something very, drippy.
Yeah.
Gelatinous.
I think so.
Or no, the viscosity is like the density of the fluid.
Yes.
Like a viscous fluid.
Gaelic musical traditions, modal melodies, pub session atmosphere follow the arrangement and vocal melody of the original very closely. As always, these AI music generators will generate 2 versions, and we will play them both and see what we think. I'm not hearing your song yet.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you by.
Okay.
Dancing your way through Hollywood.
I'm hearing a...
Live by yourself. They don't care who you are. Like
It's got the structure down.
That's quirky. Okay. I like the groove.
Yeah.
So wide awake.
Wow.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God, I can feel the whole house vibrating. Shit falling off. Shelves and stuff.
I had to flatly it.
You didn't have to do anything.
The flatly the shit.
This is not...
A man's on the floor, a feather in his cap.
So,
Is that just the Taylor Swift voice model?
yeah, the vocals are way up in the mix. I obviously, if you like the version, you
And
could
2 octaves
stem
up.
split it and pull, and very, very high octaves.
I guess I wasn't ready for this with a female vocal.
Yeah.
Because of the lyrical subject matter and all that.
I like this. You can kind of hear it,
Yeah,
and they've
it's
got
very light.
they have this build up here to account for like the odd time signature, maybe. I don't know.
And then she's saying, so wide awake.
Yeah.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
No,
Sorry, I won't do that again.
I already need foundation repair. I don't know if you remember that, but
I like that in there. That kind of like,
yeah.
oh, that's cool. Like the double time.
I mean, I'm not hearing much from the original arrangement.
No.
here. It's just in the right key.
And now it's Tool,
It so is Tool.
which is cool.
She's still singing lower than Maynard.
Will follow us from sleep.
voiceover or something. It just it's. Ooh.
Okay. Not what I would have done.
Not what I expected.
Yeah.
I think that might be a grower. It definitely needs sorry.
Anytime.
Next version. I'm
okay.
I guess.
All right. Well, that one might be a grower. Let's see if this
Yeah.
one is a shower.
But the vocals are just way too high in the mix.
Yeah.
And the octave, the 2 octaves up.
All right.
No
Celtic
thanks.
version 2. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I won't do it. I'm tempted.
Please. Come on. It's like it thinks there's only one Celtic song.
Yeah.
And it's just doing it in the key. This is practically racist.
The times have passed you by.
Ooh.
Dancing your way.
That's kind of nice.
Live by yourself.
A little on the nose. That's actually kind of cool, but unexpected. Oh, I see what it's doing.
That's nice.
So wide awake.
Okay,
Vocals are way better.
I understand what it's doing now, and I'm on board.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep. A man's on the floor. A feather.
Wow.
in
Oh, that's
his
kind of
cap.
cool. I get it now.
Why are you sad? 'Cause life is hell.
Yes, I'm on board.
Oh, we never changed the lyrics.
What are they supposed to be?
We'll talk about it after.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're safe
Oh, that's nice.
again.
This is genuinely pretty cool. Yeah, I'm hearing that double time there
I
is
hear
nice.
it now. I hear the chord sequence.
So wide awake.
Oh, it's so nice.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
I don't hear it.
It's closer than
Yeah, but it's just gone
it's
to
trying to
4 on the floor.
do something. It's pretty.
Yeah.
I guess I like that the odd time signature with the song is forcing this Celtic version to be like stylistically it sounds Celtic,
Yeah.
but rhythmically it sounds more like I mentioned, like Tool or something. Like if Maynard did a Celtic album or something,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Dreams won't follow us
Or
from
Pussifier, like his band. If they're like, we're gonna do a Celtic.
Isn't it Pussifer?
Oh, it's not.
Like it's a portmanteau of Pussy and Lucifer?
Oh yeah, it's not Pussifier.
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about Celtic music.
Mm-hmm.
So this may be an ugly American take, but it seems to me like the AI thinks there's like 1 or 2 Celtic songs, and it's all sort of the and I don't know if that's
It's a bit like blues in that way, I guess.
maybe it could be that I just don't know what I'm talking about, but it almost seems tropey and reductive that it keeps going back to that for all the musical interludes because
Yeah.
it just sounds like the same song, but maybe like again, maybe I'm just an ugly American.
No, not at all. I again, the the blues comparison, I think that personality counts for a lot. So if it, the Clancy Brothers traditionally, for example, would definitely sound like some of that, especially with that prompt of like penny whistle and like upbeat. But they're also balladeers, right?
But I feel like, and again, we're doing some episodes out of order at the beginning here, but I feel like the breaks in Cafmo were exactly the breaks in the other songs that we did, Celtic.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's just all supposed to be like that or if it doesn't know any better. But
maybe doesn't know any better, but the prompt could be, be interesting to do Celtic. For example, like if we tried a prompt where it was, follow the music and the pattern closely, some traditional Celtic elements infused with, let's say, like more Eastern European Zydeco or
polka,
or Middle Eastern melodies. That might be interesting. So with the Celtic instrumentation, the Irish instrumentation, but with some more Middle Eastern elements coming in, I think that would maybe change it up a little bit.
There were some cool moments.
In that second one, definitely.
In the second one, definitely. Yeah. The other one, I don't know what the hell.
First one, it reminded me a bit of the first metalcore Cafmo that we did. Where it's searching.
Yeah,
it doesn't really know what to do with it.
Yeah. Shall we try to spin the wheel again?
Sure.
All right.
Hey, it's Mark. Did you know that you can stream the original songs and our favorite covers from each episode on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you stream your music? If you hear something you like, go playlist it and share it with your friends. Streaming these songs helps us make more episodes of Robot Roulette for you. Now back to the show.
Yes.
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 Rest rock would have been good, but
yeah. But we can try this 80s arena rock. We might as well.
Okay. I'm hoping it's more White Lion than Poison.
Yeah. Before we do, you want to correct these lyrics for me?
Oh, sure.
So, hey, little girl, the times have passed you by, dancing your way through Hollywood.
Yep.
Live by yourself or for yourself?
What's the next lyric?
They don't care who you are. It's got to be.
Live for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can bring up the not that one. This one.
Hey, little girl, the times by yourself, live by yourself, live by yourself.
That's live by yourself or leave by yourself.
Could I hear it one more time?
Yeah,
please.
Live by yourself.
Interesting. Am I saying leave by yourself? They don't care who you are. Maybe leave.
Yeah.
Or
phonetically, no matter what you're saying, it sounds like leave by yourself.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Leave by yourself. They don't care who you are
like I do. So
she's going. That's exactly right. So
okay.
she's going away. Follow her dreams. Leave by herself. Yeah. Okay.
So wide awake, dreams won't follow us from sleep. A man's on the floor, a feather in his cap.
Yep.
Why are you sad? Because life is hell?
No, his lifeless hand. So
really?
It's cut. So it's, yeah.
Let me hear this.
A man's on the floor, a feather in his cap.
Wait, let me hear it.
Why are you sad? His lifeless hand.
His lifeless hand.
Lifeless hand.
And then it continues, prints on your throat. So his lifeless hand prints on your throat. So he was choking her and she killed him.
His lifeless hand prints on your throat.
Yes.
Have faded finally, you're safe again.
Yes.
So what awake dreams will follow us to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Makes way more sense.
So he goes to Hollywood, there's got to be a dead pimp.
No, yeah. Yeah. All right. 80s.
Or dead girl. Dead girl, dead pimp.
Right. So 80s arena rock.
It's the pimp's name. Pimp named Cafmo.
Oh,
the pimp is named Cafmo.
Oh.
Death of Cafmo.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Wow, that took some time.
Who the hell is named Cafmo, though?
The pimp.
Massive 1980s arena rock.
Hey, bitch, I'm Cafmo.
Okay, all right. Let's It's a little aggressive.
You want to try some of my sweet candy?
Okay, all right. And some Pepto-Bismol before this is over. Massive 1980s arena rock with enormous reverb-drenched drums, anthemic guitar riffs, lighter waving power ballad sensibility, soaring vocals, inspirational lyrics, triumphant key changes, layered guitar harmonies, fist-pumping choruses designed for stadiums, polished AOR production, synthesizer accents, radio-ready hooks follow the arrangement and vocal melody of the original very closely.
Hey, it's me, Cafmo again. I like to fist pump, if you know what I mean.
All right. Yeah, I thought you were dead. Let's generate this shit. So stupid.
He was talking about fisting.
All right, here we go. Version 1.
I like the reverb.
Shut up and take my money. Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling the fist pump. This is fist pumping music.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you.
Key change? What?
Dancing your way through Hollywood.
I do.
I think we broke it.
Oh, but it had the vocal part come in as guitar. That was cool.
Okay, now I'm...
See if it
Something's better.
changes key again.
Yes.
That's very cool. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That last chord. Wow.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
I love it.
On the floor, a feather in his cap.
That is the wrong...
Why are you sad?
That's breaking my brain.
Confused, but I don't dislike it.
Prints on your throat.
All right.
Faded finally
That was
safe again.
I love this part.
This is cool, and the choruses are great. All right, well, if it can't handle the verses, what is it going to do for the bridge?
So wide awake. Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Wow.
That's better than I thought it would be. I like the harmonics.
Yeah. Ooh. Tasteful double kick. It was tasteful.
I'm not mad.
Yeah.
So wide awake.
That chord.
Follow us from sleep.
A lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's
The verses were, it seemed to have,
it was trying to put it in a different key. It felt more major than than your key.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not entirely sure if that's... It is really major, but it sounds melancholy, and
Yeah.
maybe it was just trying to get the melancholy out of it or something. But it was weird. I would need to sit down and figure out what that is.
I mean,
in
the
order
vocals are definitely like minor over.
maybe. But it was trying to majorify it, but not. And so there's
But
this
that's the closest to the bridge
Yeah.
that this has gotten so far.
There's
I
a
think.
concept in music theory where for any given minor key there is what's called an enharmonic enharmonic major key. So like it would be enharmonic, En. So like for example, C major and A minor would be enharmonic because it's all white keys.
Okay.
Basically, and I think I'm explaining it right. I may not. Leave a comment if you if I'm wrong. But I think maybe it was trying to do something like that, like shift it to the enharmonic. I can't say that word tonight for some reason. Shift it to the enharmonic.
One more time. Cafmo back. Enharmonic. All right, I'm dead.
It's trying to shift it to the enharmonic major. I think that's what it's doing, and then and so maybe it's just that I'm so used to hearing it the way it is that's part of the fun, right? Because it breaks your brain. So
well, that G with the flat.
I don't know.
I don't even remember the chord, but that second chord in the chorus is beautiful in this.
Yeah,
like it's very lush and
yeah. I think what it's doing is when you go da 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 da,
yeah,
that last chord is it's very sort of ambiguous, and it's making it major, like you were just playing like a first inversion major on a guitar.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
because there's an F sharp in there, so it's a G, but it's got the D and the F sharp, and then the open G, open B,
right,
open E,
right. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
Open.
Okay. All right. So I was playing that wrong the whole time. I'll make a note. Let's do version 2 of the 80s arena rock version.
I like it.
I'm trying to think what that reminds me of.
Skid Row.
Yeah, very much. Oh, I can hear what it's trying to do.
Early Def Leppard. Ooh.
Hey, little girl.
Doing the same thing.
Times have passed you by. Dancing your way.
Wow.
Through Hollywood.
Oh, okay. I see what it's doing.
Leave by yourself. They don't care who you are.
I like it.
Like I do.
It's too much syncopation.
Yeah.
So wide awake. Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
All right. I love these verses. I love the previous, like these verses with the previous versions, pre-chorus and chorus so far would be awesome.
Have faded finally. You're safe again.
Yeah, you really have to do this with your head to hang on to the syncopation.
So wide awake.
I mean, the choruses are cool, but it doesn't have that chord in the previous version.
Yeah.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh.
I could see us doing that.
Oh. I like this.
Yeah, if it would just put that on the one, that would be great.
So wide awake.
This very White Lion.
Next on Miami Vice.
Oh, what's the song am I thinking of? Oh, that.
I just decided to put that in for no reason.
Yeah, that reminded me. What's the White Lion song that reminds me so much?
Oh, I don't know. Is it just Wait?
Wait! No, he had a really interesting, nasty delivery that I liked. That really set him apart from the other '80s guys.
Yeah.
Lady of the Valley, maybe that one is.
Okay.
Reminding me of. So those verses are really cool.
Yeah, some
and
cool
the
ideas
opening
there.
is really cool. So that combined, I'd say, with the previous version would be kind of perfect.
Kind of awesome. The syncopation there that it was trying to do, I don't understand like what it was going for, but like everything had to come in on the four and it was too much. It was jarring. I wonder if it's because there's a very, like, it thinks that you're starting your phrases in the original on the one or on the four or the four and, but you're actually going one ba ba da 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 da, you know, like it just goes one. And then you come in on the two, and it probably is analyzing incorrectly that you're coming in on the one, but there's an accent on the four and it's that's probably how it's interpreting it.
Oh, so it's counting the four and as the one.
Yeah, instead of
okay.
instead of that the whole thing comes in on the two.
But that first version was not doing that.
I think it was doing a little syncopation, but it wasn't as bad as that second version.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Hey, it's Mark from Robot Roulette. So when I'm not ruining our songs with AI covers, I run a media preservation initiative called Uncommon Ephemera. You know how people love hunting for lost media? Rare VHS tapes, unreleased pilots, that kind of stuff. Well, there's an entire media format, the original analog multimedia format called film strip, that's falling through the cracks. There are thousands of these things, and nobody is preserving them. I've been digitizing and restoring them for years now, but I can't do it forever if I'm doing it alone. If that sounds like something you'd want to help with, check out uncommonephemera.org to find out more about these forgotten films and how you can help me save an endangered piece of history.
On.
France.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. You serious right now? Take a deep breath, human beatbox. Euphoric trance music with driving four-on-the-floor beat, building arpeggiated synth lines, emotional breakdowns, super saw lead melodies, uplifting key changes, hands in the air anthem structure, progressive builds to ecstatic drops, ethereal female vocal pads, 140 BPM energy, transcendent dance floor spirituality.
I love to put my hands in the air. If by air you mean vaginas.
Oh, Jesus. Dude.
Oh, sorry, I'm dead. Cafmo out.
Stop. What is wrong with you? Oh, Jesus. God, before the end of this, people are going to be clamoring for a Cafmo out t-shirt.
I'm so happy we figured it's only taken 20 years to figure out who the fuck Cafmo is.
I had no idea.
And it's in the
because
lyrics.
I didn't understand the lyrics.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't understand the lyrics.
Obviously, I didn't either because when we were doing that first version, like it just totally went. I'm like, yeah, life is hell, sure.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was telling you because at one point you were asking about a different lyric and a different song, and will somebody think that this is problematic or something? And I'm like, only if you tell them. Like, I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you've turned on the radio in the last... Well, first of all, if you've turned on the radio in the last 10 years, you know, there's no such thing as problematic anymore. But
That's
secondly, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these lyrics are like, I mean, the things that people come up with as explanations for what they are, like, just the one thing that I've had to learn is to stop explaining lyrics.
Yeah. I think that's something that you see that with with filmmakers, I think so. You have like really technical filmmakers like David Fincher. I could listen to him give commentaries all the time because his movies are very cold, calculated, beautiful compositions, like very deliberate,
Right.
hundreds of takes, etc. Like very Kubrickian in that way, right?
Yep.
But so his commentaries are very interesting, very technical. But when you get into like impressionistic movies, so like the Paul Thomas Anderson stuff, as he's gotten older, he no longer does commentaries. He's no longer explaining anything.
Yeah.
And part of that is because his movies have gotten more impressionistic, like a bit stranger. And I think part of it too, and this isn't an original statement, it's just something I thought was interesting that I heard recently, is that as he gets older, like, I mean, God, you see it in one battle after another. White father, black daughter. You know, he's with Maya Rudolph. He's got 3 daughters, I believe. And so, but going back to The Master or like Phantom Thread or There Will Be Blood, these are very impressionistic movies, like very visual, very open to interpretation.
Yep.
So the last thing he's going to do is, and they also are very technical, but I think that now so much of himself, as he's an older man in this circumstance that he's in, so much of himself is bleeding into the work that the last thing that he wants to do is sit there and discuss the motivations, like who these characters are, what their motivations are, because I think it's revealing like the darkest parts of himself as he gets older.
Right.
So he's not going to sit and talk about it. But that's what makes him brilliant. That's what makes him so complicated and interesting.
Right.
Not to say that Fincher isn't, but Fincher is very much like, I am looking for the perfect composition, and I will, run this actor into the ground if I have to get what I want.
Right.
And but anyway, long way around to your point, like explaining impressionistic lyrics or
definitely.
Leaving anything like horror, leave what you can up to the listeners or viewers' imagination, and you're better off.
And it's almost, you have to do it by definition now, because like in a social media world, it's unfortunately the algorithms, social media algorithms are such that they amplify things that get a lot of comments, that get a lot of engagement. And so you kind of can't explain anything because you want people to be confused and go into the comments and fight basically about everything.
That's true.
It's not even like modern movies and modern directors. I mean, if Ridley Scott was coming up right now, the one piece of advice I would give him, one ambiguous cut of Blade Runner, let people argue about whether Deckard is a replicant or not.
Yep.
And let the algorithm just push it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Death of Cafmo, trance version 1.
I'm excited.
Right. At least it's in the right key. Oh, a little BT for that ass?
It's nice. Stutter.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you by.
I like it.
Dancing your way through Hollywood.
Perfect.
Leave by yourself. They don't care who you are. Like I
Wow.
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
So wide awake.
I mean, this is perfect so far.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh, he likes to bubble it up.
He's
He likes to
bubbling it
bubble
up. Sharice.
A little intense.
close to a fart.
Yeah. Painful.
A man's on the floor. A feather.
So that previous, like that,
Why are you sad?
that instrumental section, if there was like a sweeping synth like lead over it, to kind of
Yeah, it was
have a
just
melody you could attach.
too sparse,
Year
too
two,
long.
you know.
I was losing interest.
Yeah. Yep. That's cool.
Like that.
Yeah, I really like these. Like bubbly bits.
So
It's another good t-shirt idea, bubbly bits.
dreams won't follow us.
Oh, here we go. What is even happening right now?
That's again like some like a synth line doing the guitar lead or something with
Yeah, I get that you want to reduce this to like a repeating 1/6 chord pattern for the choruses, but then there's nothing here.
Yep. You know, there's got to be something.
Yeah. That's kind of hot
These-
though.
These sections are really nice.
So wide awake. Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Now I like that. You got some other little.
Yeah, this would be nice if
tidbits
the rest
going
of it
on.
was complicated. Like
Yeah.
like one breakdown section would be good. Here,
I like
but-
the stutters in this section.
Yeah. And then just nothing. That yeah, I like the verses. I like the "So Wide Awake" part.
Yep.
And then it was kind of filler, unfortunately, for the rest of it.
Yep.
Except for the end. Let's try version 2. That's a nice little reference. Ooh. I like that.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you by. Dancing your way through Hollywood. Leave by yourself. They don't care who you are.
Yeah.
That's clunky.
Do.
Ooh. This is intense.
Oh, it wants to stay here.
Huh. It's like wow.
So wide awake.
What? What's happening?
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Ruined.
You broke it.
Yeah, it's.
Oh.
Is this AI or a 14-year-old in his bedroom with a pirated copy of Fruity Loops? That's not bad.
This is very like Tiesto Oakenfold mix.
Yeah.
Just needs Sarah McLachlan or Suzanne Sundavor.
A feather in his cap.
Suzanne Summers?
Sundavor?
Oh,
Sunfor.
Got it.
Maybe Suzanne Summers. Like, she could dance and Suzanne Sundavor could sing.
Prince on your throat. I faded finally. You're safe
I like that
again.
vocal delay.
Verses are very pretty.
Yeah,
that was... See what it does with the chorus this time around.
I mean, the purpose of this sort of music is to be long and sort of stretched out without extra interesting content.
But typically, the aesthetics are in the production. So there's like a filter, or there's something.
Yeah, this thing is confused.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh my god. It doesn't I don't know.
We broke it. That's hot.
Yeah, there are elements here.
Needs something over it though, like.
Yeah. Yeah, this strikes me. Okay, please.
Well, I'm just.
We have to.
Just one example.
We have to. The end goal is to make people want to listen to this podcast. And
Right.
If you do that.
Yeah.
So that strikes me as like. What I was hoping for is it would create like a trance original, as if that was originally a trance song.
Yep.
But it seems like what it did was make trance remixes. And I understand we're doing covers and that remixes are sort of adjacent. But like the original track is 2 minutes 41. And these were both twice that. Mm-hmm. And you can tell because there's a lot of padding in there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like that more, but
first one was definitely better.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, that's the good thing about this is that we can just spin the wheel again and hopefully come up with something better.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Mark. You've heard me talk about my day job saving an old multimedia format called film strip, which has been forgotten by a lot of people and neglected by other preservationists. But I also host a fun weekly live show on Monday nights called Is This Anything? Every week, I grab a handful of random VHS tapes that we're about to get thrown away, and we pop them in and see what's on them. Could be an exercise video from 1985, could be somebody's home movies, could be a forgotten show or lost media somebody's looking for. There's only one way to find stuff like that, and it's to play the tapes. It's live on Twitch every week, and everything we find is uploaded to the Internet Archive. Search for Uncommon Ephemera on Twitch and come hang out Mondays starting at 7 p.m. Eastern as we look through these corny tapes. Or just go to twitch.tv/Uncommon Ephemera to check out Is This Anything? Now let's get back to the podcast.
yeah.
Hit it. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it was so close to progressive rock.
Oh no.
A 60s girl group.
This is gonna be painful.
So can we get in the prompt something about 60s girl group?
Yeah.
Sticking close to the arrangement, all that.
Right.
They sound, and I don't know if AI will respond, but these girls are strung out on heroin, and they are not wearing shoes or socks.
It's not gonna.
They have dirty fucking feet.
Oh, come on. What are you on?
Like Margot Robbie in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dirty fucking feet.
This prompt,
Here's my Robert De Niro.
which, yeah, you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear my Robert De Niro.
So you do got me boxed in.
All right. Classic 1960s girl group sound with wall of sound production, layered strings and horns, teenage heartbreak lyrics, synchronized backing vocals, driving rhythm section, dramatic builds, innocent yet sophisticated, brill building songwriting craft, cavernous reverb, hand claps, and tambourine.
Can you replace horns
Yeah.
with...
I'm going to...
Just take horns out. Take horns out, please.
Okay.
And then just where it says innocent, replace innocent. And just, I'm telling, just to try. Strung out on heroin, bare feet. I'm just curious.
Okay.
Please. But what would be more interesting, like 60s girl group, less horns, strings instead of horns?
Yeah, I put layered string. I
Layered
left
strings.
layered
Okay.
strings.
Okay. Maybe no horns.
All right. Layered strings.
Jangly guitar.
Well, no, wait a minute. We're not just creating a genre here. We're trying to do what it said on the wheel.
Okay.
Vocalists sound like they're strung out on heroin and have no socks or shoes. What is wrong with you? All right, let's try. Oh my God.
How much you want to bet AI is going to stick some, like there's going to be some reference to socks or shoes now in the lyrics?
Probably. I'm scared. Let's go.
Oh.
Are you regretting ruining this? Every time we do a 60s girl group, it just puts Sabrina Carpenter on vocals.
They don't care who you are, like I do. So wide awake. Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh, there you go. There's your heroin.
Man's on the floor, a feather in his cap.
I do like those strings.
Yeah.
You got that right.
You said his lifeless hand
The band sounds like they're on heroin.
Well,
on your throat.
Piano.
yeah.
The piano. What the fuck chords is the piano player? Oh, I love it.
I think it's right.
Oh, maybe.
So wide awake.
Yeah, it's...
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
How does it know what 60s music sounds like, but it can't generate 60s singers? I don't get it.
Can you imagine seeing this band in the 60s? Oh. That's nice. That is pretty cool.
It's 4/4ing the rhythm,
Getting
but
the
it's kind
melody
of there.
at least.
Yeah.
So wide awake.
Makes me want to dance though.
A little bit.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Yeah, the vocals are just jarringly modern.
Yeah.
The vocal fry and the auto-tune and the you know, ugh, I don't know. Okay. Well, let's see what version 2 does. And remember, Phil has poisoned this prompt by asking the singers in the prompt to be strung out on heroin and barefoot for God knows what, only what reason. Almost good.
Yeah.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you by.
It's better.
Dancing your way through Hollywood.
Yeah, where was this chick
Yeah.
on version 1?
Leave by yourself. They don't care who you
Like the
are.
strumming guitars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do.
Oh, the shaker's in there.
Yeah. I like the harmonies. I was on board until... Was it featuring Casper the Friendly Ghost? What's going on?
Yeah, might as well be.
Let's all do it next time.
This is really nice.
Yeah.
The vocals. I mean,
Despite
it
your
sounds. I mean, 60s. You do think black female singer.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this
yeah.
is this AI sounds black.
We're gonna...
Hey, brother, you better watch it.
Hang on. Oh, man.
Oh. That's pretty hot. Oh, come on with the lead.
Oh,
With the strings, that's
hot.
beautiful.
It's trying to do the odd time thing.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is like an action scene in a weird Roger Moore Bond film,
Yes.
you know? Oh, we forgot about Casper.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh, God. That's, that, there is very little wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, really just the choruses.
Yeah. That is so cool. Where was that chick in the...
On any other of the like 60s pop.
Yeah, I need to know what her name is so that I can recall her for... Because that's...
I think on future episodes, wasn't there at least one like 60s girl group that we hit?
I don't remember if
Or
it was
50s
that
or
good.
something. I don't know. No, I'm saying that AI singer that's the first that I'm hearing her.
Yeah, this is the thing that bothers me about all the generative AI, the images, videos, and music. Everything is like a random dice roll, which of course we're capitalizing on that by doing this and calling it robot roulette. But occasionally you come across something that's just right. You know, like you. I'm gonna get. There's no way to say this without sounding like I'm not happily married to a gorgeous woman and I'm just some sort of pervert. But if you're generating and we've tried to do this for some album art for some of this stuff where it would be more problematic to release the original album art along with, but you go into something, and obviously this song is about a woman who escapes a bad situation, right? So you might want to generate an image of a woman escaping a bad situation with an image generator, because we don't have access to models, we don't have access to sets, and all that different stuff. And so it happens enough to annoy me that you go into an AI image generator and you say, generate me like a woman, and she's escaping this terrible situation, and it's cinematic, and it's dark, and it's moody, and all this stuff. And it'll generate 20 or 40 pictures, and most of them will be all right. But then there's like one where it just generates just the perfect image and the perfect character in the image. And you go, that I need to use that character for more than how do I get her back, right? Yep. And again, I'm not saying that I sit here and like goon to, I'm not saying that at all.
Right.
But I've generated enough of that stuff in pre-production for this to know that when you get one that's exactly what you want, exactly what you need, there's no way to recall that and reuse it. I almost wish...
It would be no different than if you needed to generate a man for something.
Yeah.
Like you'd see it and you'd be
that
like...
would almost be worse if somebody misunderstood why I was generating AI pictures of men.
Or you're like, just like, I need a perfect penis. And you're like...
That's not...
No. I'm saying you're not doing that.
Okay.
But I'm saying,
but if
you see, if for some reason I'm generating an AI penis, and I see it, like I know when I see it.
You know the perfect penis when you see it.
I know. Circumcised, not too girthy.
Yeah, because of all the life experience you've had.
Middle Eastern.
I can't stand you.
Shalom.
No. Let's not go down that road. Let's not drive down problematic road. Is that okay?
It's fine.
Can we?
But I know what you mean. Is you hear it and you can't.
I'm
tweak
using
it,
that
is what you're saying. Like,
to be analogous to this. Yeah. I need to know that quote unquote vocalist's name. I need to know her identity. Say, is her name Ruth? Because then sometime down the line, we're going to need to generate another 60s girl group thing. And it's like, and I want to be able to say, fuck off with that Sabrina Carpenter shit.
Yes.
Get me Ruth.
Yes.
Right? So that's all I'm saying. And
maybe and just throwing it out there, every time now you should include the strung out on heroin and not wearing any shoes and socks.
I hate you so much.
No, I'm just saying.
Right now.
Maybe that's the magic sauce.
Yeah, her name is strung out on heroin and barefoot. It's not Ruth. It's
yes.
Okay, but the point is that if we ever hold any influence over these AI designer people, development people, that maybe that's what we need to do. And then you can say Ruth, but with auto-tune, Ruth, but white, Ruth, but an octave down. And you can get you can still sort of get that unlimited, because it's not really unlimited. I mean, the lie of generative AI is that, well, all you have to do is prompt and it's theoretically unlimited. No, it's not, because half the time in the trance, in the 60s, in the Celtic, and even other stuff we've done in other episodes that will be coming out soon.
You want detuned instruments, people purposefully playing out of tune, whatever.
Well, yeah, that too. But what I'm saying is in a lot of the songs, regardless of genre that we've generated, it always sounds like Taylor Swift, or it sounds like Sabrina Carpenter. It's wicked auto-tuned. It's wicked modern. A lot of vocal fry. And I understand a lot of people who are working on these AI algorithms are almost, I hate to say it because it's sort of tropey, but they're almost too young to not understand that people didn't always sing like these modern Olivia Rodrigo or Dua Lipa or any of these modern pop female vocalists. They didn't always sing with the vocal fry and the auto-tune and the fake over-emotive sort of thing. And there's something beautiful about heroin addict Barefoot Ruth here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good on you, Barefoot Ruth. Let's go.
Want even more Robot Roulette? We've got a Patreon. Patrons get early access to episodes before they go public, bonus episodes that aren't available anywhere else, FLAC downloads of every original and cover, stems if you want to remix or analyze stuff, and live streams of select episodes as they're being recorded. It's the whole package. Check it out at patreon.com/Robot Roulette. And if you're watching on YouTube, check the description below for a link.
All right, here we go. Okay.
Yes.
I would have rather done math rock, but I feel like we did 80s already, but maybe it's
well, we did
just
80s
different
arena
enough.
rock, so this might be going more towards like Information Society, Aha, maybe.
Oh, true.
Or that maybe would be more synth pop, but 80s pop, so maybe
So what
Huey
would
Lewis, Tina Turner, I don't know, synthy.
So all right, a quick impression of the Information Society cover of this song. Pure prostitute. Pure prostitute.
Wait.
What are you doing over?
I'm trying to do a
What
stutter.
are you doing over there, Chief Shitting Bull?
I'm trying to do a stutter edit.
Oh my God.
Pure energy.
Okay, yeah, no stutter edits in that, but
I want to know what you're thinking.
Okay, we can't. We're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh no.
No, we have to change it so that we don't get copyright struck.
Oh, that's fine. It's just one line.
I want to understand what you're imagining. All right, polished.
There are some things you can't hide in your vagina.
What is wrong with you? All right, come on.
This is the last time the Cafmo's back, and then I'll be
No,
dead.
Cafmo is...
All I can say is there's nothing she can't hide in her vagina.
Cafmo,
if you know what I mean.
Cafmo has been dead the whole time, and he keeps talking.
Sorry. Cafmo out.
Hashtag Cafmo out. Polished 1980s. Please stop talking. Polished.
That's a good band name. Cafmo out.
Polished 1980s pop production with punchy Lindrum beats, gated reverb snare, sparkling DX7 synthesizers, chorus-drenched guitar, funky slap bass, bright vocal production, catchy hooks, new wave sophistication, MTV-ready sheen, saxophone solos, layered backing vocals, maximalist.
I would love to hear that guitar solo as a saxophone solo.
Yeah. Gabby Rose, call me. Layered backing vocals, maximalist 80s studio sound. Follow the arrangement, vocal melody, the original very closely. Okay. Jesus Christ with you. Cafmo and vaginas and fucking...
Would you rather it's Jason Statham? Is that better?
None of this is... None... You know what would be better? Okay, here we go. 1980s pop, Cafmo, version 1. Oh my God.
That saxophonist is on heroin.
I am all over this.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you by.
Oh, this is sick.
Dance in your way.
Ooh, holding that, the dancing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Leave by yourself.
Wow.
They don't care who you are.
This is done.
These chords are perfect for this
Kind
kind
of
of like
jazzy sort of extended. Oh, that's hot as fuck, though. It's doing the odd times.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep. A man's on the floor.
Wow, I love the shit out of this.
In his cap.
Maybe if the saxophonist would settle down. It's like,
His hand. Prints on your throat.
that's awesome.
Have faded finally. You're safe.
Talk about like Thomas Dolby or that kind of like jazzier.
So good.
Oh wow, that is the hottest thing I've ever heard.
So wide awake.
That sax break is equally welcome at a yacht party or as hold music.
From sleep.
Yeah. Wow. That is really close, but it's... Yes! The guitar solo as the saxophone.
It's perfect. I love everything about this. So cool.
It's hitting that time signature.
Equally welcome at a party at a mansion or as sitcom theme music.
So wide awake. Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh, that's staccato, like...
We built this city on dead pimps. That's
Wow.
amazing.
I promise this is the absolute last time I'm back, and it's the last time. But I have a full-on erection right now. That's all I'm saying. Cafmo out.
So do I. Holy cow. Wow. I have a massive Reagan boner right now.
What's a...
Because 80s?
Oh!
Right?
Right.
Michael Caine would have a massive Margaret Thatcher boner right now.
Here's Michael Caine, and I have a boner the size of Margaret Thatcher's vagina, honestly. It slips in there perfectly.
Trying to offend everyone in this era.
Yeah,
of,
I probably said vagina too many times.
Yeah. And there's the person who has to take all that shit out.
Oh, just beep it.
All right. As if we needed a version 2.
I got to work on...
I've got to work on my Michael Caine. I'll just have to breathe a bit.
That's
That's
it's all
terrible.
bad. It's just all bad. The vagina, the Michael Caine,
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher's vagina. It's all bad. It's rancid.
Well, there's a British punk band name, right? Margaret Thatcher's Rancid Vagina. All right, version 2, 80s pop. Can it possibly be better? Here we go. Oh my God.
Oh, that like single coil kind of like...
Yeah, that's
the
some,
Tina Turner sax.
that's some
Bring that-
Dan Huff shit going on right there.
Oh, that's what's his name from Lost Boys. The shirtless dude.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you by.
That's nice.
Dancing your way through Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
Leave by
Yeah.
yourself. They don't care who you are.
This one's more sophisticated, but I still kind of like the
Sophisticated,
first one. understated.
Wow. So,
All right.
even though this is more, I don't know, like Sting, like adult contemporary or something, and
love
then it picks up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
A man's on the floor, a feather in his cap. Why are you sad?
Yeah, that first section really understated, kicks it up a notch here.
Prince on your throat.
The synth is, the pads are really nice.
Finally, you're safe.
I think
Yeah, I don't dislike this.
Wow.
Almost Tangerine Dream vibes with the synths in there.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Killer.
Wow. That's hitting some of the actual.
Yep.
That is a guitar.
I hope so.
Maybe. Wow. That is just really something.
Yes.
Oh, yes. This is stellar.
Yeah, it really is.
Perfect transition.
This part
love
makes
those
me
drums.
think that
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh, it's the fix all of a sudden, which is awesome.
that's insane how good that is. How good both of those are.
Wow.
I mean, the when it gets really low and atmospheric and it's doing the rim clicks on the snare drum, it's like, oh, I get it. Cafmo was murdered by Sade. I get it now.
Sade was the girl. Okay.
Yeah. What? I mean, look, I don't even know. Like, we're supposed to riff on this stuff, but I just need a cigarette after that. I'm spent, man.
Yeah.
I'm spent. You know, Austin Powers, he throws the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. Holy shit. That's amazing. I don't think, like...
One Swedish penis enlarger. No, really, that's not my bag, baby. It's like one book written by Austin Powers. What is it?
I don't know, but
Swedish penis enlargers and me. That is my bag, baby.
You know, I want to keep going. We must keep going.
All right, how about two more?
But yeah, but that's fucking
maybe one more.
That's fucking. I mean, how do you improve on that?
Is there? Do we want to cheat and just for the last one make it a thing where we just like pick one or always use the wheel? Or maybe depending on what it lands on, we can vote.
I kind of want to try out the sleep token prompt because
Do
it
it.
would be so. Maybe
I'm
we'll
down.
do that. We'll do that at the end here, but let's spin it one more time.
If you're already a patron of Uncommon Ephemera, first of all, thank you for the support on a very serious project, doing serious work saving cultural history. To make it easier for you to support both Uncommon Ephemera and Robot Roulette, we've added discounted combo tiers over at patreon.com/Uncommon Ephemera, so you can get all the perks for both in one convenient place. Check the membership page over at patreon.com/Uncommon Ephemera for the upgrade options. And thanks for helping me save this forgotten history.
Try and be as fair as possible. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Did I not say I wish it had landed on that instead of 80s pop? Now I was wrong, but we get the best of both worlds here. Math rock.
So that like animals as leaders and polyphia, or is that considered?
I don't know. We're going to have to
more
see.
Like
a lot of these are just like
or
a lot of these are just like, oh yeah, we absolutely have to include that genre, but I don't specifically listen to enough math rock. Like it wouldn't know
minus the bear.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like it wouldn't know Alpha Male Tea Party, this UK band that's very math rocky, that has awesome song titles. Like You Eat Hummus, of course you listen to Genesis. And I haven't had a lunch break since Windows Vista came out. You Are My The Rock. And Athlete's Face. So, angular math rock with complex interlocking guitar patterns, unusual time signatures, tapping techniques, jazzy chord voicings, precise rhythmic interplay, technical drumming, clean guitar tones, sudden dynamic shifts, playful complexity, Midwest emo influences, instrumental showcases, noodly melodic lines.
Can we change...
You want these people strung out on heroin and barefoot too?
No.
Oh, thank fuck.
Change Midwest. What is the
Midwest
description of the vocals? Doesn't describe them.
There are no vocal descriptions.
So I think the Midwest emo influence. Can we change that to some like more of a King Crimson-y? So like maybe like a progressive sci-fi.
I'm all for taking out Midwest emo influences, but what you're describing is like lyrics, not.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
No. You're right.
We could say theatrical vocals. Maybe is that what you're getting after?
I'm thinking more. I'm always like leaning more towards like detached, like ambivalent vocals a little bit.
Okay.
Whereas emo tends to be like that's kind of actually my number one problem with my vocals is that I find them less like there's no affectation and they're not Lou Reed, they're not Paul Banks, they're not.
Right.
They're just me being open and honest, which I don't. It's not my natural state with singing, certainly,
All right, so detached, ambivalent vocals, we can just do that?
Sure.
Yeah, I think the fact that it didn't mention anything about, and again, these prompts are AI-assisted, I should say, and we don't mind improving them over time. But maybe it's thinking of bands like Battles or something where there aren't necessarily...
Oh, true. Vocals, yeah.
Vocals.
That's right.
Okay. Death of Cafmo, Math Rock, version 1. Perfect.
Wow.
Hey, little girl. Times have passed you.
I didn't say effeminate.
It's worse than your vocal.
It really is.
Leave by yourself.
I like this vibe, though.
They don't care who
Yeah.
you are. Like I do.
Hey, that singer sounds like a which is fine. Just not for the song.
So wide awake.
Oh, I like that. How the drummer's playing through.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Wow. That's interesting.
I'm just...
A man's on the floor, a feather in his cap.
I like how it's
Why are you sad?
doing that.
His lifeless hand.
The drummer's playing even
Prints on your
over an alternating odd
faded, finally
time signature. So the snare is
you're safe.
on 2 and 4, and then it's on 1 and 3, and then it's on 2 and 4. I love that. Oh, weird.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, it is. There's definitely a little detached, you know.
Yeah. That's kind of great.
Yeah. But this is giving me like some pretty strong like Minus the Bear vibes.
Yeah. It's like,
So wide awake. Dreams won't carry us from sleep. This section is super hot.
okay, now we can't put that on the internet.
Why?
Good Lord.
No, I'm just saying for this song, it
Yeah.
needs to be less gay, not more gay. Like
I can't take you anywhere.
it's not a criticism of gay. I'm just saying that as it applies to this song. That's
Yeah,
all.
okay. Yeah.
That was interesting.
I don't know. All I know about that instrumental break is we now owe the chick from Polyphia money. And you know, if you're going to tank my career, I'm just going to tank my career along with you. Okay, that again would benefit from 400 listens.
Yeah,
because with stuff like that, you know,
especially after the
minus
80s version.
Yeah, minus the Bear, Tesseract, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You never understand exactly what's going on the first 300 listens.
Yeah.
And then once you and I mean that's what's rewarding about music like this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm going to have to schedule some time to figure that out. Anyway, let's do version 2, Math Rock version 2, Death of Cafmo.
Christ. Wow. Really like the drums in this version. Doing a snare roll or the
Yeah, it's got a nice sort of lope to it.
Hey, little girl.
Better.
Yeah.
Times have passed you by. Dancing your
Wow,
way
that's tight.
through Hollywood. Leave by yourself.
You know what's going to happen is people are going to demand that we go on tour and play this version.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Cool. Wow.
So wide awake.
Oh, you ruined it.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
Love that.
That's pretty sick.
A man's on the floor,
All right.
a feather in his cap. Why are you sad? His lifeless hand. Prints on your throat.
That little atmosphere in the background there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
You say again.
This section's great. Like, how many triplets can we fit in there?
Yeah. I do like how there's a meter to the beat, but it's also doing like this rolling thing.
Yeah.
It's so.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Okay. again with that rolling sort of feel.
Yeah, it's weird that like the vocal fit would just hit on like
Oh, that ending is so cool.
it might as well just ended with like ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, it's Mark. Are you enjoying what we're doing with Robot Roulette? If so, please consider sending it to a friend. Sharing the podcast is the single most important thing you can do for a new show like this. Word of mouth is how shows like this grow, and if we grow, we can keep making more episodes for you. Now let's get back to the show.
Okay. We're gonna do one more here,
Sleep token.
and I kind of, this is like a last minute addition. I don't think this prompt is gonna work because the style we're going for is so unusual and so much a hybrid of other styles, and so much sort of it's sort of become its own genre. But we're gonna try, only because I think the band Sleep Token takes itself so seriously, and why not? I mean, for the songwriting chops and the musicianship and the ultra modern production, why not? You know, I'm not taking anything away from them. Not a huge fan, but I appreciate what they're doing with the style, right? And I mean, I can't be a huge fan because like 70% of being a Sleep Token fan is being an outcast 17-year-old girl screaming "Vessel put babies in me" from the front row of a concert.
Yep.
Or posting their birth certificates online. You know, it's one of those things where
That's intense.
yeah, where just listening to the music is probably like, if you're only doing that, it's like only 15% of the full experience.
If you have a 17-year-old that you can, like a child, if you know, if my kid was interested in, you know, that would be something that I could. I bet it's a killer show.
Yeah. I mean, if your 17-year-old son is in the front row screaming "Vessel put babies in me," you know, maybe
I'm cool with that.
Get him a science textbook or something. You know.
Oh yeah. If he has a
Pres-
sign, he literally wants babies.
Precisely,
So,
you know, because you need to ask him precisely where do you expect Vessel to put those babies?
Like that Cards Against Humanity card that I got my horny son.
Yeah.
So I was at a Sleep Token concert, and
Okay, all right, Norm.
I said to Vessel,
Okay, Norm is dead.
here's my
and,
horny son.
and Cafmo is dead. If you could
okay.
stop, if
Sorry.
you could. But this is I'm not expecting anything amazing to happen. I just want to hear. The thing about doing this podcast is that I can't. Like, if I'm not sure about how a prompt is going to perform, it's not like I can try it out beforehand. Because one of the neat things about doing this is we're sort of reacting to the first time hearing it. So, you know, maybe somebody can come up with a better one and donate it to us. I don't know, but this is, I feel, to me, this is sort of like when you go to like a professional wrestling show, and the last match has got some dangerous or violent component to it, and the ring announcer says, "This is an unsanctioned match. For a moment, the lights will go out, and when they come back, whatever happens is no longer part of the show, and this company is not responsible for anything that happens." So I feel like that's sort of what's going on here. But this is the prompt that we have for the moment, and we're going to try it out for the first time here. Atmospheric alternative metal with ritualistic, almost religious intensity, blending gent polyrhythms with ethereal, clean vocals that shift into heavy passages, trap-influenced beats meeting progressive metal complexity, ambient interludes building to crushing breakdowns, masked mystique. I don't know how that translates to music. Genre fluid arrangements moving from whispered intimacy to cathartic heaviness.
Maybe the singer
gonna sound like this.
Yeah. Hey, little girl.
Yeah.
Can you get me out of this?
Maybe the singer will be Bane.
Can you get me out of this gimp mask, please, little girl?
Hey, little girl.
Somehow, when you say it, it's a criminal act already. All right, Death of Cafmo, Sleep Token version, the worship version,
Featuring Bane.
yes, version 1.
Wow.
It's sort of math rocky. It's sort of,
But still understated? Like, it's not...
yeah, it doesn't sound like Sleep Token to me, though.
Hey, little girl, the times have passed you by. Dancing your way through Hollywood.
That bass is cool, though. Wicked low.
Leave by yourself. They don't care who you are. Like I
That was kind of neat.
do.
little fluttery thing there.
Okay.
That's really cool.
So wide awake.
Oh, that's so low. That's great.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
I mean, it knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
A man's on the floor,
Oh, that's
a feather in his cap.
that's so pretty with the wash underneath it.
His lifeless hand
Drums and bass locked in there. That's
is on your throat. Faded finally.
oh.
You're safe again.
That was unexpected.
So wide awake.
Wow. Sick. Whoa.
Yeah.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Next time we should put 19 string guitars in the prompt. That's really cool. I love the hell out
Beautiful.
of that.
Yes.
I like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So wide awake. Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Kind of cool. The one thing in the future that we'll need to add to this prompt is the vocals need to come down 3 octaves because you can't say vessel. And he's got a very unique sort of baritone, very British, very baritone sort of thing. And so the only thing that's taking me out of that as a Sleep Token-esque thing is the vocals are, effeminate is probably too strong a word, but way, way up there. And it's more of like I don't even know who that sounds like, honestly.
The second verse, that's the first time in these versions that there was such a divergent, like, vocal flourish. Mm-hmm. Like, when he went up, and that was very, very pretty.
Yeah. It's close. I didn't hear any trap or sort of hip-hop elements that I wanted to hear. It probably needs more piano. Yep. I mean, if we're really going to refine this because it isn't so much like an understood genre like 80s pop or trance where you have thousands of songs to build a like a homogeneous idea or like a structure out of. We're targeting one band who's released 5 albums, and very, very specific things that are pulled from different genres. So
maybe more Bane, like during the courses,
more
like
Bane.
Sleep Token, Death of Cafmo, by Sleep Token featuring Bane.
No, if anything, it doesn't need that. Anyway, the final.
So wide awake. Dreams won't follow us from sleep. Bane out.
Oh my God. If we don't get any meme potential, if we don't get any traction on any of this shit as memes, I'm going to be pissed.
Especially the gay stuff.
No.
I'm
oh my God. Have you been on the internet in the last 10 years?
But I'm so pro-gay, it's not even funny.
It does.
To quote Michael, if I was gay, I would be the gayest gay. I would be tarred and feathered in the parades.
Oh, you're tarred, all right. If there's one thing you are, it's tarred.
Great app. See ya.
No, there's another version.
Okay, one
you
more.
You have to listen to the version.
Another Sleep Token version.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, wow.
And
that was.
Then you can say good app.
Okay.
God, we're going to be thrown off the internet. Version 2. Oh, that is killer.
It just makes you want to, like...
That is the sonic equivalent of a pimp being murdered.
Dude, a robot. With the pads behind it, like that's really awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I love this so much.
Hey, little girl.
Yeah,
Great
just
vocals.
the vocal.
Times have passed you by. Dancing your way.
Not as unhinged with the guitar stuff so far. Just very pretty.
Yeah, again, no trap.
They don't care who you are. Like I do.
Oh, come on.
So wide awake.
That's perfect.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
So close.
You had one job.
Hands on the floor. A feather.
That's pretty cool.
His cap. Why are you
Yeah.
sad? His lifeless hand. Prints on your throat have faded finally. You're safe again. So
Oh, I love the triplets.
Yeah. You're just loving the atmosphere.
dreams won't follow us from sleep.
I suppose I could get used to that. Yeah, there you go.
That's gnarly.
It's insane. Oh, I love it.
That's filtered like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need Nick Nocturnal to react to this immediately.
Oh, they're doing the guitar melody but with piano.
Yes, they are. Legitimate. Scared the ever-loving fuck out of me.
Just subtle, just there in the background. That's really pretty.
Yes. Oh my God. Sounds like a malfunctioning garbage disposal.
Dreams won't follow us from sleep.
Oh, it's even saying sleep. Oh, so beautiful.
Hey, before we wrap up this episode, make sure to leave us a comment on YouTube or share your thoughts on social media. Which version was your favorite? Did you prefer the original to the covers? Phil and I read every comment, so let us know what you think.
That's so great.
That is pretty sick.
Obviously, we need to work on the... we need to refine the thing about the vocals, like the lower range, the baritone, the rich sort of bottom end. More sort of forward emotionally vocal fry. I know I was bitching about female pop singers earlier, but this is a place. This isn't the 1960s.
Yeah.
So we need Sabrina Carpenter more than we need Ruth in the thing. But holy cow, we need to specify that sometimes there are sections that resemble trap or hip hop more, like significantly just change the genre at that point instead of it just saying trap influence beats. But it's a good starting point, I think. But still, that version 2 is hot.
Yeah. I like them both.
Yeah. Oh, I like them both too.
I would say
I think version 2 is my favorite though.
with version 1 choruses,
Maybe.
So that's hitting on the one there, though.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. That except for that, yeah, absolutely.
But how much of that is being so used to the original version? Because he's hitting it, it's just different.
That's why I was saying I could get used to that, maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm biased, but like that, when I hear a cover, I sort of don't want them to mess with the vocal, the way the vocal is laid out, unless you have a very, very good reason to. So I don't know, but that could just be me. It could just be a bias inherent to what I like as opposed to what other people like.
It's fair because that is. The versions that I like the most stick very, very... Because the whole point of it is to take what we've made...
Just represent it as
a different genre. Yes.
Yeah.
So that we want it to... Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, that works. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think in terms of you're a songwriter and you're shopping it too. So the chord changes are pretty much... sacrosanct, and the vocal melody is sort of sacrosanct. I feel like it like an older style thing where you would write out sheet music, and where the notes fall both in pitch and in time are sort of that's the part of it that you have to keep, and you can fuck around with everything else. So, but overall, wow, I didn't think. Like when it started with Celtic, I thought we were done for. Yeah. But the arena rock ones were okay. The trance ones were kind of boring. Yeah. The girl group was
second one was cool.
Was enlightening. Yeah. But exposes some potential shortcomings in the algorithm. The 80s pop one, top notch.
They rocked.
I want that on the radio tomorrow.
Yep.
You know, Alan Hunter, call me. We'll get it on 80s on 8 right away. The math rocks are pretty good. They're a little, and I mean the Sleep Token versions are. I mean that's a good starting point.
Yeah.
And like I said, unsanctioned match.
I liked the second one because the first one, the guitars were a little busier.
Which one?
The Sleep Token.
The Sleep Token one?
Right? Am I confusing? Weren't they? I'm confusing the two math rocks.
You're confusing the two math rocks, yeah.
The second one I think I like more because it's not that I don't like the polyphia, but when we start getting into not just taking something I've written and changing the genre.
Right.
And like essentially, like you were saying, bringing it to a producer who will help us make it the best possible product it can be within that genre. When we start getting into territory where like I couldn't possibly play that stuff on guitar.
Right.
So now it's not just in a different genre, but we're actually elevating the musicianship from what it was.
Yeah.
Whereas arguably with a lot of even the 80s stuff like that at least that's how I kind of rationalize it. You know,
Well,
so
I mean, there's no need to think of it exactly that way.
No,
Like
I can't help it. I'm not saying it matters.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But if it makes you feel any better, I mean, you know, I think in terms of it didn't work out for him the way he wanted, but I think about Billy Joel. When Billy Joel was starting, he wanted to be a songwriter. Mm-hmm. He wanted to sit in front of a piano and come up with songs, melody, lyrics, chords, and maybe an implied sort of light arrangement. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to sell those songs to other people to perform as they saw fit within those parameters.
Okay.
But nobody wanted to buy his songs. And so he said, well, fuck it. I'll record them myself and I'll get a band together and he's certainly done well for himself.
Yeah.
Certainly. But I think of it more but I think of this more in terms of not that AI is telling us that this would be better as a Sleep Token song. Mm-hmm. It's more that I'm thinking of this in terms of Phil wrote a song and here it is on the sheet music. And you give it to a band who wants to perform it.
Yeah.
As a
interpret it.
Performed by Sleep Token, written by Phil McGovern.
Yeah.
You know. And so, but you're also correct that this could, because I've been using that analogy as well, of a producer in the room with a band saying this is how we should do it to make it even better than it already is. But I also think we're exploring a spectrum of, on the one hand, it's the producer in the studio. On the other hand, it's Billy Joel trying to sell songs to bands that want to do them. And I think we're always somewhere on that spectrum. We're certainly on a spectrum, but that spectrum specifically. So it's just fun to think about all the different ways that we could do it. And I know we're releasing these out of order, and I think I've said it in other episodes that are going to be released after this one, but what I love the most about this is whenever we drop a song in here, what it proves is regardless of the limitations that we had with other players, recording equipment and locations, production expertise, or anything like that. What I love about doing this with a song like Cafmo is it proves that it's a good song. Not necessarily, maybe not good production, maybe not good working experience with other people, maybe not good location for recording a certain thing, maybe
not a good music scene.
Maybe not a good music scene, an audience that isn't open-minded enough. But what I love is this allows us to strip all those challenges away, focus on the lyrics, the melody, the arrangement, the chord choices, and see it through this other lens that says this is what it could have been if maybe we had more of the support that we needed or more people around and like people who were in actual studios instead of in a converted garage with a 16 channel Yamaha desk and a Digitech reverb on the main bus,
right.
Charging $1,000 for an 8-song cassette.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely there's some wish fulfillment there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So I think that proves that Cafmo made it through the roulette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Good ep.
That was a good ep.
Yeah. Thanks.